What's up, everybody? Good morning. Hey, Astrobate. What are you doing? Ponda. Hey. What's up, Tezake? You skipped work today. Ugh, I should have skipped work today. Tried. Be right back. It's very dark in here. Hey, everybody. Hey, everybody. Are you my fans? So what's happening? Alright, what's happening? My fan is revving. My fans are revving. Uh-oh. Arsenal with the rated challenge. Easy now. Back to casual. Oh, 2 windows. What? Oh. Alright, Arsenal fan. Early and often. What's up, guys? I love Monday morning. God. You started playing at 3 a.m. and yeah, your win rate is 100%. Arsenal will tilt if I play that. I don't want to do that to him. Alright. Merely a move order transpositional tool. I mean, knight h6 is a little disrespectful. I kind of like to troll people with that, so. This is the Kraken. Kraken for Kraken. Not awake yet. We're going to keep it positional. I was playing this a little bit last night. Actually playing the French in general is interesting. So now if I play d5 or c5 or b5, I can play the, nothing wrong with the old-fashioned c5, c3. Yeah, we can play that as well. A form of French defense. No, I mean, I could play that in the hourly arena and like win every game. Exactly. People always take on h6. Okay, so he plays d5. This is interesting. Push d5 right away. So we get a kind of Franco ravioli, right, Astrobate? A4. A reflexive but probably good move. Now, I forgot how fast Astrobate and Arsenal are the same person. I forgot how fast Arsenal is. He just never relents with the speed, man. You never ever take your time. I mean, I don't mean that in a bad way. You're just like unrelenting with the quickness. So, like, World Loser got all offended that I said he plays too fast. He finally like stopped coming to my stream because he couldn't take my criticism of him playing too fast. But with Arsenal, it's like some people play fast and sometimes they slow down, and he's just constantly quick, and it's like you never really have too much time to think, which makes it hard in rapid or blitz. Classical's different. Simul is different, but it's just like my first game, and now he's actually thinking strangely. Usually it's very, but don't take offense if I say you play fast. World Loser overreacted. So, and some people really take it too far, like Sun Prism, and he's just ridiculous, playing badly quick. I mean, Arsenal knows how to use his time. He has the capacity to use his time, unlike some people who play too fast consistently every freaking game. Yeah, I guess I should play knight f6 here. I wanted to play bishop f6, but if you're going to play it like this, if you're going to go out of your way to play the bishop there to attack my d6 pawn, then I guess we're not playing bishop f6. He doesn't have the c-pawn up to support d5 yet. I'm assuming, he can play either c4 or knight c3 here. I am not awake in any way whatsoever, shape, or form. I didn't want to get out of bed. I have that a lot lately. So no c4. The d5 pawn needs piece protection. From here on out, you could play knight d7, knight b6. It's an awkward plan. That's an awkward man. My old, let's see, b5, pawn sack, followed by bishop b7. Yeah, even if I had two attackers on d5, it wouldn't be hanging, because white has bishop takes h7 check at the end. It's not so easy to pick up that d5 pawn. Pick up and pick out. All right. Pick up, pick out, pick off. Pickleball. If I play queen a5, my queen is misplaced. Congratulations. Now knight e8 is no longer possible. But I do have knight d7, knight f8. The other plan I was thinking about is b6. The artist formerly known as b6. I got another challenge here from Discombobulator. Good morning, fellows, chaps, as Arsenal likes to say. Knight b6. Look, man, no squares to move your bishop to. Interesting. If I played knight b6, he couldn't defend d5 again, but there is the indirect defense of, well, that exists, with bishop takes h7 check. So knight b6, any move, knight takes d5, knight takes d5, knight takes d5, bishop takes h7, etc. Interesting. Well, I'm not going to do that. Not today. Knight g3, knight g6. We have less space, in case you didn't notice. Thanks to d5 pawn. Now, I guess there's different ways to approach this, and that's why the time management is so strange for me. A lot of people, I think, like Sun Prism and Arsenal, they like to rattle off the opening in rapid, or maybe they're right. I just like to get down to my increments and have, time pressure for 40 moves. Get down to brass tacks. Does anyone know what brass tacks are? Good morning, apocalyptic. Good apocalyptic morning. What are brass tacks? I mean, I know there's those brass tacks that people have in the office. The little things in the plastic container. So those are brass tacks. You always hear that expression and you never really think about it. Alright guys, I'm just waking up with my coffee. Good coffee. This is a move I did not anticipate. Jeez. Well, that's not a move you can unmake, unsee. You can't unmake f5 or f4 rather. Freudian slip there. You knoweth both sides of overextension. Yesterday, Arsenal had the black side of what was basically like a Philidor against me, where his piece configuration is similar to what mine is now. So he knoweth both sides of this if type of position. King h1, preparing the evident g4. Ars is going for g4. Captain Obvious, thanks for joining us. That encourages me to play b6, bishop b7. Let's see, b6, g4, bishop b7, g6, b4, bishop b7, b7. So one option is knight h4. There's also like sacrifices on g4, which I'm sure you all would love and honor. Promise to love and respect. Knight h4, g4. So that kind of leaves me hanging out. I'm gonna go with this. Is there no time for rook a7 and the astromate maneuver? Now another possibility was rook e3. I didn't consider that, but probably should have. Is g4 a good move, or is white overextending his or herself? Thanks you for streaming Monday mornings. Yeah, man, I mean, I don't like Monday morning or mornings in general. I'm anti-morning. I'm very anti-morning. This is actually the afternoon, technically. Jesus. It's 12:30. Surprising retreat now from the ever-aggressive Arsenal fan. Somewhat surprising retreat. Okay, knight h4 would seem kind of inconsistent. What a move. There's always h5 if you're so inclined, which I really am not inclined to now. Inclined. On an inclined, are you going to retreat your bishop back to e2 to protect d5? Yeah, I don't know about this. I guess I can unwind with b5 at some point. Yeah, my rook is not going to a7. I don't see that maneuver happening in this position. It's not clear if I'm actually threatening anything. It doesn't look like I am. Just having these like ghost sounds. I think I'm hearing something. Okay. That's the main idea. The main idea to go after Mr. Weak Pawn, Mr. Overextended. I'm Mr. Heat Miser. Alright, knight takes e4 is bad. So we just want to take this pawn on our terms. Knight takes e4, knight takes d5, you mean? Straight's smiling. That's his version of smiling. Alright, monkey man. It's a clean pawn. Arsenal, enjoying the morning as much as I am. Hello. Sporgasm. Obviously a mushroom lover. Chicken, mushroom, chicken. Knight takes. Queen d7. Oh. Alright. Alright, E-Bob. So it goes. And so it goes. As goes d5, as goes the whole country. It's like Ohio, as they say. Explored mushrooms. I've never explored a mushroom, to be honest. I do consume them at times. But just the edible kind. Just the non-hallucinogenic kind. And c4 has hit the building. Alright, so with my backward pawn, I undouble the He's had enough. Nope, he hasn't had enough. K5, provocative. You can never think too much. C4 pawn. Welcome back. Okay. Rook takes. Pawn takes would be annoying. Practicing a practicing Catholic. This okay. This is a blockade. Come out with your hands up. He will find a way. Check. You're gonna find a threat, aren't you? Oh, he didn't want to trade. He's certainly an indomitable bullet player. Indomitable. Abominable. Queen takes. I like this diagonal better. Yeah, edible. Edible spores. E6 is very interesting. Just one pawn up. Alright, next game. Has this opening ever been played before? The Masters. What? Get out of here. There's no games that this person played in Masters database. Oh my god. Erdos versus me. Wow, I forgot about that. That's right. Okay. Anyway. Alright. Who would play that opening? No, I'm in the database, bro. What do you mean? Just gotta go back a little bit. Alright. Man, that was 20 years ago. It's insane. The year I moved to Hungary. That game was a long ending where he tortured me. I sacked a pawn on the queen side. Well, he didn't really torture me, but it was long. School runs. Alright. You live too far from the school, bro. That's your problem. Alright. Nah, the kids are smaller probably than mine. Mine take themselves to school. It gets easier when they take themselves to school. Oops, did I do that? You never play e4. Shit. Wait. What did I do here? Oh, it's no. I'm sorry. It's not a queen's Indian. I did e6. I turned it into a queen's Indian. I managed to do that. I was preparing for g6. All right. Maybe it's not that bad. Daddy Arsenal. Mr. Mom. I'm in my second week of Mr. Mom, and it's fine, whatever. Okay. Well, I finished 2 weeks of being Mr. Mom. It already started, question mark. First time chat, the person is like, it already started. It's your first time chat. What do you mean it already started? I love to greet the new viewers with a sarcastic question. Well, he's the one that asked the question, but what do you mean it already started, dude? Hey, we're playing rapid chess against viewers here. In fact, I started late. My stream title is Rapid Challenges. Do I have a simul in the... Shit. No, it doesn't say simul anywhere. Sometimes I leave the old stream title up, and I figured I did that again, but no. Knight g3. Well, how can you play knight g3 here? How does that make sense? What are you going to do about this? You're not worried about the d4 square? Damn, dude. Time to wake up. It's a little early to be playing knight g3 and just leave your d4 square open. Yeah, I can only do one simul every week because I'll lose my mind. It takes, every simul I do takes like 2 weeks off my life, basically, so I can only do so many. Knight b4 not very good in that position. This was unexpected. But I guess d5 might be his best move under the circumstances. Now, with more stuff. Knight d7 is an interesting move here. I'm not obligated to defend that knight with my e5 pawn. I could play c5. So there's a lot of options. Knight d7. Seems kind of early to be retreating. Yeah, man. I'm floating like Muhammad Ali here. e5. He loves his f4 crap. That's right. Called it crap. c5 takes c5 would end up in a weird sort of Sicilian-like structure. What about knight d7? Passive. Am I going to end up having to defend that knight with something anyway? Alright. Thinking too long on this move. We have to just make a move. Manimal. Alright, guys and girls. Manimal. Man UAE. Man UA. Liver Qatar or something. Just sell the whole Premier League. Bishop e3, okay. We basically transposed to a kind of same-ish King's Indian. My favorite opening? Did I say that? I don't know about this exchange. Probably not. Not the best. It turns it into a Benoni. Man, this is popular. Recapturing with the e-pawn today. Getting a lot of that. I'm not sure which way white should take. I expected, I usually expect white to take back toward the center. But it's certainly not a bad move. It's less dynamic than taking with the c-pawn. No, but maybe with a knight on g3, it's a little bit reasonable. You get a square for your knight at least for something new. I'm obviously thinking about bishop c8. b5 fails to bishop takes d4. h5 is a great idea. In other news, do you know what he wants to do when he grows up? It's 4 a.m. 4 a.m. This is not the 3 a.m. defense. 12-hour shift. I do 12-hour shifts on Saturday nights. It's hard to recover from that. Oh, I never expected that move. When you played someone like a million games, it's not that hard to predict what they're going to do. This is so similar to the Arsenal fan game. In a way, right? Oh, you didn't even like prevent b5. You figure it's prevented. Oh no! The tactical buzzsaw that is Sledgy. Oh man. Boom! God, yeah. Bishop takes h3. The one move tactic. Did you need that pawn for anything? Football cat. How's your kingside structure doing? I guess I got allergies. Alright. Allergy to Chelsea fans, right? No, I'm just kidding. Alright. Finally, knight d7. I've been trying to play this move all day. But only now we found the right moment for queen h4. White's structure is virtually perfect. Except that it's not. Oh my god. He just keeps making moves. Never gives up. Materialistic tendencies for sure here. You guys know what a roach motel is? It's not a true roach motel. He takes, and his knight gets trapped into my side of the board. It's a weird move. Kind of a weird move. Alright. Hey, c3's hanging. Do you need that? Would you mind if I borrowed that? In France, there's a nice version of soccer. A nice version. Like, But the players are like all polite and stuff. Like, can you please pass the grid pawn? My turn to be materialistic here. Yeah, but I mean, people just randomly support teams because it's just a trendy thing to do. You know, they don't necessarily have some sentimental reason. Sentimental? Well, that bishop is a little short of squares. Sentimental journey. Oh, you had that. He likes to play for time. This one. Oh my gosh. Too much time play. $5,000 bullet games. 15,000 blitz and another pawn. Another pawn bites dust. And another one down. Alright, he just resigned. Yeah, what was up with that opening, right? I messed up. E6 dubious. No. Yes. Yes, okay, it's dubious. It was a mistake. I didn't mean to play e6. It's pretty dubious. But knight g3 looks weird. It's like after that I have a good position. Yeah, everything's cool after that. I don't know if I continued to play it well. It's interesting. Oof. We nailed him with a tactic. Bangtown coming in with 5 gift subs. Going to Squid with a C4. Bogachog learning chess 6. Scariest name. And eat chips. Man, took him out with a watershed tactic there. 17 CPL. 2 inaccuracies. Thanks, Bangtown. Bling. Those blings are coming through. Thank you for that. Mr. Bangtown, welcome. You guys want to play chess today? I heard something. Bling. That's okay, we don't need more time, it's cool. No need. Don't do that, I don't like that. Alright. I'm losing 8 classical games in a row. What's more fun than that? Masturbate with the Kraken. Krakenagram. The Kraken again. And to be honest, guys, I'm a little sharper today because I couldn't sleep at like 5 o'clock in the morning. I don't know why, because my schedule's so messed up, and I started playing like 3+2 casual games on my phone when I couldn't sleep. So I mean, I probably played like 3 hours of 3+2 in the middle of the morning when I was supposed to be sleeping. Wow, knight e5, mid-morning. I never know like what the best way to approach these sort of things is. Does he have a sack now? It's a lot like a Sicilian. Speaking of, this is like, it looks like a turtle. You can't hurt my turtle, man. It's longer than a typical car structure. Yes, looks like I'm the one who's doing mushrooms. Dude, you just took the back off my turtle. Leave my turtle alone. You broke my turtle. You broke his shell. But in so doing, you gave up the strong point in your position. Okay, that is commonly played. Broke my turtle's shell. Leave my turtle alone. Leave my turtle alone. Leave those kids alone. Alright. But I mean, I think this is the best way to play for sure against the annoying whatever it is. The annoying orange. He's basically playing like it's a anti-Dutch or something. But I think this is pretty standard for white. But not scary, I'm not like coming under some big attack. Like, it happens to some of these variations. Just a thrower. Conspiracy theories. Everyone's cheating. Everyone's retreating. You said retreating, not cheating. Cheating and retreating, but 92 is a normal maneuver. Wow, Sporgasm is very systematic. He's got the very systematic Jababa London thing going on. Alright. It's all connected, his coordination here. But I'm ready to take him to task somehow. He's got the consistent control of these squares, like here, here, here. It's really non-threatening though. Non-life threatening. I'm not going to castle right into your attack or whatever. I'm just fighting for the center. Position is probably equal. But not very exciting now. After this move. His bishop's too strong and I can't move my knight. I don't really want to trade this bishop. In a way, Masturbate gifted a tier 1 sub to Chess Video World. Vidi World. Vidi World. Not Video World. Chess Vidi World. Like Vidit. I didn't realize, I was looking at the World Championship Candidates Tournament. I didn't realize that Gudrashi, or whatever his name is 18. He's younger than, I didn't realize he was younger than Prague. And Vidit is like 30, It's a huge age difference between those three Indian players. One of them is 30 and the other two are like 18 and 19. I didn't realize that Vidit was 30, and I didn't realize the other one was so young. I knew that Prague is young, but he's 19. Prague is backed by the Indian billionaire Adani or whatever. I was reading an article about it yesterday. That's not bad. It's like the second richest dude. backing you. And so Spidler is his like opening slave. He's busting the novelties a la Spidler. No, it's a different billionaire. This is the dude who, he's like the richest man in India. That was just an average billionaire. This is the real deal. This dude is like, he lost a bunch of his valuation a while back, but can I not take this pawn? My queen is trapped? I don't think so. But it's not bad when chess players start having billionaire backers. Never thought I'd live to see that day. In The Guardian, there was an article by Leonard Bardon, and of course, I don't think the articles are really written by Leonard Bardon. Do you ever read those, Ars? I mean, Leonard Bardon must be like 80 years old. No way he's like writing articles about lichess, and I'm sorry, bro, but somebody helps Leonard Bardon to keep these articles for The Guardian up to date, dude. It sounds like a very modern, kind of young style to the articles in The Guardian. It's nice though that they keep a chess column going. Most like publications have ceased to even have a chess column, so you can't complain. But I suspect there's like a ghostwriter for Leonard Bardon. How old is that guy? I mean, he's got to be like 1,000,000 years old. Anyway, who cares about chess columnists? Chess influencers are important these days. He was like, in the article it said, yeah, Jack Peters, is that done? Does the LA Times still have a chess column? I never knew Jack Peters. He was supposed to, he came from, actually, he's not really a Southern California guy. Interestingly, Jack Peters is actually from like Massachusetts. But he became a strong player in Boston and then moved to Southern California later. Although I never met him. He's a Southern California transplant. But anyway, what are we talking about? Chess columns. RIP. Thanks for the gift subs, Bangtown. Yeah, Jack Peters was a strong player, is still around somewhere. 95 looked like it was walking into F4. Was my problem with 95. I think now it's a little stronger. See, by waiting a move. This is a funny position though. Funny, haha. It's poor Sporgasm. You have to like not attack my knight with queen d4 right away. You're not losing a piece though, because you have queen f4, knight takes d3, and then queen d4. But don't forget to get your move order right. Yeah, what did you do? You hung a pawn. Well, you're supposed to play g4. I thought we had decided on bishop e4 here. But, this is another line. Again, g4 is sharper. There's a game with castles queenside. Alright guys, onward and upward. Arsenal fan. Arsenal fan again? Wait, I thought I played you today. Let's play the Sicilian. Yeah, it's so weird. It's like deja vu. Earlier this morning, I sat looking at my coffee cup, and in the bottom of the coffee cup there was like a puddle of milk. And I sat there looking at it and thinking, like, does that have sugar in it already? I hadn't put the coffee in the cup yet, but I couldn't remember if I had put sugar in my coffee yet. So I had to like stick my finger in the coffee, see if there was sugar on the bottom. That's a bad sign, right? Like, okay, I just woke up. But still, man. No, I'm just kidding. I know we already played. Savored the flavor of that game. No, the Ricky Rouser. He'll probably take on c6. So what's the deal with this position? Is this a good move? What's this move about? Does this count as a Richter Rouser? I guess not. You have knight b5. I was really scared of bishop e3. It might be good, but this is fine. This should transpose. But maybe bishop e3 is even stronger. That's the question. That gambit might actually be good there. I think now we have just the kind of standard Godiva variation, or whatever it's called. Greek Grandmaster variation. There's another thing I can never remember. That Greek Grandmaster who used to play this line and wrote a book on it. It's a weird name that it doesn't sound Greek, or it's a kind of non-Greek Greek name. Somehow I have a memory of this being a favorite line of Crush. Crush. Oh, speaking of Crush. Crush is now a chess commentator. Oh, that's what I wanted to say. I like how the Leonard Barden column in The Guardian, it's like David Howe is now England's top commentator. That's like kind of a backwards, like a backwards compliment. Like, David Howe is not that old, and now he's like England's best commentator. I think he's kind of controversial, no? I was somewhere at the World Senior when Michael Adams was talking about it. David Howe's behavior being like kind of problematic. You don't want a problematic commentator. It's like O.J. Simpson. Alright, bishop e4. Who else? No, I didn't know Irina Krush was a commentator. Everyone's a commentator now. It's so weird. That's the state of the game of chess. There's like 3 people who make a living from playing chess, and the rest of them are commentators. It's like, it's kind of messed up, you know, if you think about it. There's something very artificial about the financial basis of chess, I guess. I mean, that's not how it works with like golf, right? In golf, there's like more professional players than there's professional commentators, right? But in chess, there's more professional chess commentators than there are probably professional chess players. I don't think that necessarily bodes well for the, you know, for the amount of pay that professional chess players are getting. David Howell has to be a professional chess commentator, even though he's like one of the highest rated players in the UK. It's kind of sad. Arena Crush, not really a personality. I wouldn't think she'd be like a commentator. Okay, she's okay, but I don't find her particularly charming like myself. Wow, sacking the pawn. Sakaponda. Do I have to take that? You want me to take that? I get the impression you want me to take that. Alright. You have a deal, sir. This is not a summon a sound attack like yesterday. Yesterday it happened in my simul that Summon on Sound played the white side of a closed Sicilian, and he has a very good score, one of the best scores against me. He's like a professional, speaking of professional commentators, Summon on Sound is a professional simul player. He's like master strength in simuls, even though he's not internationally rated. And I had this funny thing happen where you're going from board to board in the online simul, and the board just pops up, and I just literally didn't remember that speaking of memory loss, I didn't remember that I could play en passant. And the problem was, en passant was the only good move in the position. Like, I saw it previously, but then when I got back to the board, I had forgotten about it. And I was like, oh shit, you know, I can't find a good move here. I thought for like 4 or 5 minutes, can't find a good move. And I don't have en passant. I didn't know I had en passant. It seems greedy to take this pawn in a way. It is, actually. Not just seems like. But I gotta do something. That'll open up the position more. What if he undoubles his c-pawns? What if he undoubles double c-pawns and opens the c-file, kills me like Summon on Sound? Double undoubles. Bubble double. What if he bubble undoubles his f-pawn? These are like autistic pawns, seriously. All they do is get in the way of his bishops. They're bishop blockers, essentially. It's like a Nimzo. I'm glad he has those pawns. You know, I don't want to take them. One more pawn to get in the way of his bishops. Bigger chance for billionaires to see a commentator than a player. Chess players are washed up by age 35. Unlike golf, Tiger Woods has his highest score in the Masters ever this year. He was like 1 million strokes over par. Um, Not that I follow golf, but I just read the news. So yeah, but I mean, just let's just put it this way. I mean, my point is that like David Howell should be young enough. I can understand like Matthew Sadler being a chess commentator because he's older, like my age, and firstly, and secondly, he's kind of very academic about the game. He's contributed to a lot of analysis on AlphaZero, stuff like that. But for a player Howell's age to like be a chess commentator seems kind of strange. I mean, to be that good, to be 2600. Anyway, this conversation is boring. Arsenal fan, hey. Are you my fan? Arsenal fan? Do you want to be my fan? Do you want to undouble your pawns? Would you like to undouble your pawns? Bishop blockers. There it goes. Don't take it. You might open up the opponent's bishops. Do not. It's a bishop blocker. It's glue. I have no desire whatsoever to take that pawn or let you take my pawn. Your blockers are staying on the board. Glue pawns. Those are classic bishops. It's like, if it wasn't for his pawns, they would be pretty good. Okay, this one's getting some range now. The other one, not so much. The point is, like, I'm up a pawn, I have a better structure. We got everything. Why I preferred... Dude, you're wondering why I preferred playing d6 over d5. It's all related, you know? It's all related. I don't have a dark square bishop. The pawns on e5 and d6 are my dark square bishop surrogates. If I play d5, then c5 is gone forever, or at least it's a weak square that's difficult to keep protected, only by b6. So I think it's very significant, you know? Very intentional. They're dark square bishop surrogates. Surrogates are evil. Wait. More political commentary. So see, b6 is a dark square. Apocalyptic infrastructure, gifting tier 1 sub to resting forest. So what if I play b5? You're going to open it up. See, easy to open it up. Knight a5 drops a piece. Damn it. Doesn't really drop a piece, but it might drop a pawn. But I love my position anyway there. Bishop b6 is mildly annoying. Is your bishop trapped? b5, oof. Almost. b5, a4, e4. Well, anyway, his plan is knight g3. Let's not make any mistakes. Make no mistake about it. White's plan is knight to g3. Ooh, the time. Ooh. Trapping his bishop. I'm trapping his bishop. Oops, I dropped a piece. This isn't so good. Fancy chess syndrome. Wait, whose bishop's trapped? I'm suffering from fancy chess syndrome. Arsenal's pretty strong tactically. G Souths subscribed to tier 1 and unbanned this week. 30 months of pure suffering. Queen A4. Rook B4. One of my only criticisms of Arsenal, well, actually, of a lot of people. Uh-oh, I got a phone call. What is that? I don't know. That's not happening. It's like the bus driver, but worse. Monday morning, the guy's calling me. It's unbelievable. It's normalish. I guess for people who don't have jobs, it's hard to imagine what it's like to have a job. What's it like having a job? What's up? What's it like having a job? You mean you can't answer the phone at like 1:30 on a Monday because you're working? What? I normally have the ringer turned off. Why did he play Rook B3? Rook B3 is not a particularly good move. Actually, what am I thinking here, though? I should just castle. Rook B3 is a mistake. Unless your plan is to play C4. You can almost predict all of Arsenal's moves. But he's very big on winning on time. As I said earlier. Oof. Big on winning on time. I got distracted. Oh my god. Oh, there's a draw offer? I'll take a draw. I got totally distracted. You're winning. This guy's starting to annoy me. You know what I don't like when people... Why can't they send an SMS or a text message? Does anybody else get annoyed by these people? This is the 21st century. We have the capacity to do text messages. Why can't you send a text message? Seriously. I don't understand. Why is that so difficult? I mean, seriously. Why do you have to disturb people while they're working with a loud call? You just simply send a text message. It's simple, it's not that hard. Oh, I didn't know you're working. I don't know what it's like to have a job. Arsenal fan, good game. I'm sorry, we blew it. It was a good game until it wasn't, You were winning at the end. I was winning before, and then it just went to hell. Yeah, you snuck up on me on the clock there. Alright, what do we got for time? We got plenty of time. I started a little late today. I am going to take subscribers first. Deadbeat losers. Sucks. You get in like a mode of concentration, and then something just totally breaks it. That's... I don't understand why my ringtone was on. I normally have it turned off. Oh no, we've played this variation a couple of times already. I was kind of freaked out. I was expecting my phone to ring, and you're like, oh shit, maybe it's something important, and it's this guy calling you to like talk about poker, borrow money, I don't know what. Has to be gifting a tier 1 sub to Idrist Chess. Is Idris here? Or that was just last night? D4 right away? Is this really good? Probably. Do I have knight takes e4? I think I looked at this with the computer. But you're here. Knight takes... Did you play in the simul yesterday? Never land people anything. Lend. I mean, this guy has paid me back whenever I lended him stuff, but he's kind of annoying. And I've been lucky with him. Knight takes e4, queen takes e4, d5, and endgame is fine for white. Thank you, bro, but why? Thank you, bro, but why? No, the problem is, like, he may be, like, calling me to pay me back money he already owes me. But my fear is that that's not what it's about. But I'm not gonna answer while I'm becoming like a loan shark, you know. Just kidding. I'm not gonna become a loan shark. I don't have any money to be a loan shark. In fact, I have to pay all of my money to the Hungarian government. Anybody want to buy an apartment in Budapest? Do I still pay American tax? Yeah, I pay my income tax to the United States, but I have to pay like property tax in Hungary. Like, but it's different. Like in America, property tax is a freaking disaster. They just charge you every year. Is there actually any benefit to being U.S. national anymore? That's a good question. Well, I don't have another passport, so I'm not a dual citizen. I could go for the Hungarian passport, but I'm not sure, you know. And the other thing is, like, even if I was to denounce my U.S. citizenship, you still have to pay taxes to the IRS for like 5 years or something after that. So they do that to, like, you know, discourage people actually from denouncing their citizenship. Because even if you denounce it, you still have to pay taxes for another additional 5 years. Something like that. Oh no, I can apply for Hungarian citizenship. I just don't know, you know. How good is the is the Hungarian passport? And that's just another thing, like I have no time to go to the bathroom, you know. But it would be better for me to have anyway, like next year I have to reapply for residency. So yeah, maybe, Arsenal fan, I should do a dual citizenship. And then slowly consider, like, but I mean, it's useful to have the U.S. citizenship, but paying taxes, I'm going to have to pay taxes somewhere anyway, dude. So, you know, if I work for, like, a Hungarian company, maybe it would be different. Damn, dude, I'm getting, like, really in trouble here. Don't really like my position. Wait, I have bishop e4? Thing is, I'm not sure if I have bishop e4. I had dismissed this. He didn't even calculate it. Dismiss this. Damn, dude. Discombobulator, very systematic play. Draft status. Draft status. Dude, I'm 50. You know that, right? It's nice. I'm almost like ready to go in the retirement home. I just look like I'm 30. I don't see Nefedov signing up. Yeah, he's not 50 either. Alright. He's younger than me. Discombobulator is strong and fast. 1600. 1600. But don't talk about Ukraine. The American government is a disaster. You pledge to like help somebody, then you pull out the rug on their support. It's like ridiculous. Alright. Yeah, no, I'm not in a rush to hand over my passport, but I've thought about it. But even if I didn't pay taxes, I would have to pay taxes here instead, so I don't know. It's probably even the same. But the problem in the States is that paying taxes yearly, it discourages people from home ownership. It makes it impossible for people to own a home. You know, the whole taxation thing in the United States. It's basically the reason why I had to sell my home in the United States, you know. I couldn't afford to pay, like, property taxes. And I think that's, you know, kind of out. The amount is very high, and it's depending on what state you live in. Discombobulator just resigned. I don't know. Maybe someone called him asking for money or something and distracted him. Alright, yeah, work calls, as they say. Heroku, thanks for resubscribing. The government was calling. Well, I think in the final position I was finally out of trouble, but the opening was good for you. I'm going to play a few more games till like 1/4 the hour. Knight f6 is the best move. This is okay. I don't know what I'm thinking about. And then knight f6, so that's a funny move, isn't it? Can I play bishop d3? Black has knight d7. It's strong. Maybe bishop d3, knight d7, c3. Knight c5, bishop c2. Bishop d3, knight a6. Let's try it. Something interesting. This iteration isn't lost by force. Oh, Yeah, I mean, the normal move is d4. But it's not, is it? I mean, Rockport has played it. People have played it. That's an excellent advertisement, the fact that Rockport has played it for black. Yeah, d4, h6, something like that. It's not good for black, but it's better than g takes f, I guess. But I decided to just try bishop d3 for something different. And now? And now? He's going to castle queenside. It's like a free kick. But maybe the fact that I haven't played d4 slows me down. I have no control over g5. Rook b1, knight b4. How fast can I generate an attack on the queen side is my question here. Yeah, exactly. I mean, it may like be really a big mistake not to play d4. I was trying to be fancy and not do the obvious thing. But the obvious thing is probably best. And that's all there is to it, you know? I mean, I like to experiment and play different ways, and I always have. I feel like that's a good way to learn, to force yourself to be creative. I hate playing things by rote. That's why I hate the London system. Any kind of things are just doing it by rote, that's boring. You know, why do I want to do the same thing over and over again? So suddenly he's castling kingside. Where did that come from? Now where do I put bishop? Kopech system. I was playing the Kopech system all along. And black plays like a6 or something. This way it sneaks up on you. It's like Asterbate playing the Aster mate, slowly setting up queen d3. If I had played d4 on move 4 or whatever, it would have been obvious what was happening. But he still saw it. I couldn't trick him. Now white has a huge advantage. So black needs to play. Black needs to consider h6 there. It might be better than queen d8, but it's still not great. There's no appealing move for black now. It looks pretty bad. You have a really unpleasant choice. Bishop f6 or f6 or queen moves or knight e7. Everything is ugly. Literally no good move for black here. I want to watch out for e5. Yeah, I mean, really tough position for black. Mm. Mm. Yeah, we'll just keep him bottled up. Stay in your bottle, genie. Alright, maybe I have to watch 97 now. Yeah, I mean, 97 is a good move for him anyway, so perhaps this is a situation where I helped him a little. Maybe I shouldn't play G3. This is better. Queen F4 was better. Now with more chips. 85 doesn't work. H5 is interesting. H5. H5. What does it do? Rook AD1. Well, C7's gone. He's lost. So Queen F8 was just a blunder. Yeah, I thought he would play, 97. Going for knight d5, knight f5. This is pretty bad, dude. I've got bishop e3. Crushing. Crushing! Seriously? Someone named Incestuous was challenging me. I mean, come on, bro. Incestuous? You have not enough games anyway. Alright. Bright eyes. Bright eyes. Yeah, I mean, I don't know how to interpret that. I'll just leave it to the viewer's imagination what the chessic significance of that is. Whoa. Wow, that's pretty weird, huh? The chessic significance. Tarash. An incestuous chess player. Do I take with the queen? No. Really? No. Queen takes? Pawn takes d4? No. Queen takes d5, knight f3, pawn takes d4, queen takes d4. It's probably not that bad for white. I'm just gonna play a normal Tarash. He played e3. That's fine. So the fianchetto is not supposed to be good against Benoni, right? That's actually not true. I mean, it's not supposed to be like the best or the most dynamic, but I think there are some people who specialize in playing, like my friend Zlatko. You can specialize in the theory goes very, very deep, in the fianchetto Benoni. Yeah, I mean it's not like one of the most like terrifying lines. And I always thought like honestly, I was thinking about this the other day. When you play white against Benoni, your white square bishop is almost always bad because you're either playing with the pawn structure on d5 and e4 and c4, or even if you fianchetto, it looks bad. But your white square bishop's going to be blocked by pawns no matter where you put it. Whether it's d3 or g2. So yeah, I mean, I always thought it's strange, like to play a fianchetto type position where your pawn's on d5 in a way, right? So I always thought the same. Oh, it's not a great line against Benoni, but it's not bad, honestly. You've really got to be a specialist in handling like space advantage positions. I wouldn't say it's bad. It's just not trendy and not considered like critical. But I think it's okay for white. So what am I supposed to do here? Ponte's pawn seems wrong. Well, I guess I can give up a tempo. I can always give up a tempo. White doesn't really want to take here, having played e3. Reminds me of Panov. Of course it reminds you of Panov. The Panov is this. It is a Panov. The Panov is the Tarrasch, is the Grunfeld. I mean, they're all the same opening. The Catalan, the Tarrasch, the Grunfeld, they're all just different names for the same basic structure. Who is this? Who is this? I just like saying that. Yeah, c4. Speaking of Panov, c4 b3 is the problem. I don't know. c4a, what move? For me to play c4? No, it's really interesting. But c4 is still b3. I have knight a5. So he's going to do a fianchetto. Yeah, I understand. Yeah, I mean, I played that kind of position myself that he's playing with black. Seems like pretty reasonable. Now where? This player is rather silent. Anyone want to like claim the identity of Bright Eyes? When was this account created? It's pretty new. Feels like a sort of Smurf account. I mean, they joined our team right away after creating their account. That makes you suspect that it's someone that's had another account, played on the stream before. Their account is only like a month and a half old, 2 months old. What? Oh god. I love it when I get private messages demanding that I accept people's challenges. That's the best. Accept my challenge now or else. You will suffer the consequences. The bright eyes thing. Who is Bright Eyes? It's kind of familiar. Right. I demand you accept my challenge now. Dude. What? Bishop d4 is a strange move. I like I mean, I don't have a problem with playing IQP positions. Bishop 64. Or not to bishop d4. This is a tough one because we have bishop h5, bishop takes f3, bishop takes d4, bishop d7, all these different options. All right. I was looking at bishop 64 tactic, but I think it's just nothing. Pretty nice IQP. Trick question. Is the pawn on d5 a strength or a weakness? We should do like a chess exam. Sledgy chess exam. What percentage of the time is queen a5 a bad move? Explain the concept of a Sledgy square. Uh-oh. Bishop b6 seems kind of weird, like a weird thing to play. I am sorry. There was an accident? Oh my god. Too stupid to first aid and call the emergency. Yeah, accidents involving calling emergency services are worthy of resigning your chess game. No worries. Sorry, there was a mass shooting in the other building. But I was doing pretty good. I'm back now. There's only 7 people dead. But I'm okay. You went bowling. You bowled left-handed? You gotta strike the first ball? Oh man, don't talk about bowling left-handed. Dude, I have this like freaking condition with my left arm. I don't know what's going on with it. I thought it was arthritis, but after talking to a friend of mine, we decided it's probably not. It's probably something more static. But I long time had this issue with like leaning on my left arm. I think I finally I sit on the desk, with my left arm pressing on the table all the time, and done that for years and years and years and years. And I probably did something to my elbow finally. I do everything right-handed. I can live with it. It's hard to carry like heavy bags without pain. Alright, yeah, I thought you'd play a4. I don't know if that's a good move or a bad move. It does give him the possibility of queen b3. And my original intention was to play a5 now, which is highly controversial. Wow, alright. Don't really want to trade pieces. He's thinking about queen b3. What if I attack that pawn on h3? My d5 pawn is important, huh? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I'm better, worse, equal. I feel like I'm better, but it's a complex position. Being better... Bright Eyes seems pretty strong. Oh, I haven't played them before. Oh, that's weird. Okay. See, I wrongly thought I played this account a game already. So that's bad. No one's gonna, like, live up to being this player. Nobody wants to take responsibility for being this player. I wrongly assumed I had played a game with them already. They're playing like God. Very, very solid here. Not quite God-like. Yeah, knight takes f2. But very solid, you know. Ratings... pretty strong, like 22. It seems like an awful lot of people you find have a higher bullet rating than their blitz rating. Is that like normal? Is it usual to have a higher bullet rating than your blitz rating, really? I mean, this guy's very positional. This was definitely a Smurf account. There's no way this is just a random player. They played 100 games on lichess and they joined my team or whatever. Nobody's going to find me in the first 100 games that they play on lichess, most likely. It's much more likely it's someone that's played me under another account. So they knew me already. Zoning in on my pawn there. And very refined kind of positional play. Bright Eyes. Why is that so familiar to me? Who could be Bright Eyes? Bishops are wild. Remember how long it took me to find out who, like, Uber driver was? Tacticsville. Well, he left his knight unprotected and his rook unprotected. And he's definitely playing a good positional game. Arsenal's getting excited, but I don't see anything. Tactics for white. White's position is the picture of White's position is the picture of dynamism. It's the dynamic dark squares. Dynamic duo. Someone was mentioning very positional play, no? Someone was mentioning, like, knight takes f2 earlier. And that is a thing sometimes. Like here, it starts to be interesting. Jesus. Oh yeah, he doesn't see any tactics. You had a better way of playing that, no? Too much bullet. It's bad for your health. You found that move. Unbelievable. How did you found that move? He's a founder. He's a flounder. Rogue account. Oh, it's your move. Lost on time. So what was going on that whole game? Was it like balanced the whole game? Until I made my unsound sacrifice? Wow, what time is it? I gotta go soon. One more game? I got time for one more game, guys. People. It was basically balanced all the way. Oh my god. Yeah, my tactic works. Wow, I had knight f2, which is better. This has been alluded to. Who would think that would work with his rook on b2? That's crazy. Wow, knight f2 is even better. Unbelievable. Knight takes g3 I thought was already stretching it, and I probably missed something, but I'm good. Wow. Alright, last game. Classic, rated 15 plus 5. Okay. T-Pubat and Idris. Idris and T-Pubat. T-Pubat is the first challenge on the list. I gotta go after this game, guys. Grandmaster and Puzzles. Yeah, knight f4 is insane. I mean, white has to blockade. Of course. After knight d4, white is a rock. You know, I mean, it's... Yeah. I would never play knight f4. You gotta play knight d4, of course. You almost got picked. Well, I was taking one of the two of you, but whoever was first on the list must have sent the challenge first, I guess. Although I don't really trust lichess. I'm sorry if somehow... yeah, this is all theory. T-Pubat is an expert in the opening. I'll give you a quick game. Yeah, Arsenal fan is my surrogate mom. Yeah, I know this is that variation they play. It's really gross. So what do I do now? No one ever plays this though. It seems like they always play. Everybody plays knight d7 instead now. You don't get this very much. I'm supposed to play queen h4, right? Queen h4. No, I play knight d7. Knight d7 has become more trendy. There's a problem with this line, right? They do. But I feel like I'm misplaying it or something. How is it that they trade queens? Oh, check, bishop e2, queen g4, right? No, that's the theory. Queen e6 check, bishop e2, queen g4, and then white plays queen g3, and white is slightly better. That's why this line is. That's why this line has gone a little bit out of fashion, because black maybe can't quite equalize. I didn't want to really play that position for black. I don't know about this. This is new to me. What do I do? Like bishop c4? Bishop c4? Wait a second. Well, that's why nobody plays this. So bishop c4. Duh. Tipubat. Tipua. No, but I mean, that's still, I think, what black usually does. I'm not sure that g6 is okay. You're the Kraken expert. Uh-huh. Kraken. Krakening. What do I do? It's not like I win automatically because black has double pawns here. It's not that bad for black. And I don't see anything fancy, and I really need to develop. Maybe d3? d3 is passive. Wow. Bishop f5. Right. Seizing the center. It's the Caesar. I like this d4 pawn, right?
Man, I had some weird dream last night. It just came back to me. Jeez. Some kind of parasitic disease. What was that about? Everyone had this like parasitic disease. It was like a horror. It just came back to me. Maybe black structure is infected. That's why I started thinking of a dream from last night. It's not that bad though. It looks like one of my like 3 a.m. one of my bad 3 a.m. defenses. No, I don't know where this dream came from. It was really weird. Everyone got infected by some kind of alien parasites. And I didn't watch any movies or anything. I just read the news. Maybe there was some mention of a I didn't remember anything about that though. They're always talking about like sci-fi and horror movies in my news feed. But I haven't seen anything about particularly that subject. Funny though, I remember when I woke up and then I forgot about it and then it suddenly came back to me because of her structure, I guess. Such a nice pawn structure. Arsenal fan was like yum yum. The G file isn't really playing an active role here. Yeah, I mean, it's like a GF Caro. Except it's a GH Caro. The nice thing about the GF Caro is that it controls the E5 square. Although here you've got your open bishop on G7. And H5 helps to stop G4. So it's really not that simple. Decisive. The G file would be decisive. What was that? Someone gift a gift sub? We had another follower. Oh, from Dystopian Resident. To go with Apocalyptic Dissident and Fluffy Bunny. It's St. Nom. Well, that's a followers from Monday. My favorite day. Not. Yeah, I mean, I'm lucky to be here, considering it's a Monday. I really didn't feel like doing a stream today. Sundays are brutal. Saturdays are brutal. Saturdays are brutal. Now what do we do? Well, yeah, this isn't so easy. I mean, I'm getting kind of pissed off. Black's defending 2 bishops isn't so great. As usual. I don't know. I really don't know what to do. I don't want to see the H pawn moving forward at any time. Aspirate, you're weird, man. That's a weird quote you just put in there or whatever. You're weird, dude. Well, we knew that already. Poetry by Astrobate. Jeez. Well, we immobilized the weak pawn on h5. Maybe I can target it with bishop d1 later. Targeting enemy. Yeah, you saw that. Sees everything. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. It's a nice position you got there. I don't know how to get your h-pawn. $16.5, 3.5. You made a hook. Back crook. Captain Crook. Anybody remember that? McDonald's character. He's Captain Hook knockoff. Captain Crook. Grimace. It's a Matthew Perry favorite. You guys remember all the McDonald's characters? Hamburglar. Captain Crook. Grimace. The original McDonald's characters. I refuse to go to McDonald's because the prices are like outrageous, and I never really liked it that much anyway. It's gotten to the point though where McDonald's costs the same as like a normal. It's sort of insane. When McDonald's costs the same as a normal restaurant where you like go and sit down and you're paying for that, you must be an idiot, you know? The Fry Guys. McDonald's is like testing the limit of people's stupidity. Let's see if people will pay the same amount for McDonald's crap that, you know, they would pay for like a decent sit-down meal in a normal restaurant. That's their like business model. If people are that dumb, actually, I read another article. All the pandemic, like food delivery stuff is like failing. There were a lot of like ghost kitchens that were created through the demand during the pandemic, and now they're just like falling flat completely and getting shut down. What about h4, undoubling your pawn, for example? There goes bishop d1. Oh, you listen to my stream. TPooBot listens to the stream and just does whatever I say. It's kind of funny. So takes, knight f4 check. That's a pawn. It's a legal pawn. It was just an idea. It doesn't mean you have to do it. But I can throw out like false positives too. It was just a suggestion, you know. Don't take all my suggestions literally. Do you think Iran attack? Are you serious? No, I'm not getting on the Iran-Israel topic. Do I look stupid? Yeah, I don't want to get my politics that involved on stream. Not touching that, man. Or predicting world wars is not my I have my opinions, but I'm not really inclined to share them on my chess stream. I look stupid? That's nice, thanks. Maybe English isn't your first language. I'll take that as a compliment. I'm not gonna press the He just is. English isn't his first language. Look, I live in a country where I constantly get in trouble for like saying stuff because my language skills are poor. I say a lot of stupid stuff that comes off sounding weird. But I look stupid is not a nice thing to say. You do realize that, right? Oh well. Rip. I was gonna give them a chance. Good night, sweet prince. Tipubat. Awfully tough. Awfully tough. Where did that come from? If I don't have an opinion on the Iran starting a world war, then I look stupid? Was that the takeaway from that, or I don't understand? Do you guys understand? What was that about? Tipubat, you're not going to just lose on time? What's up? Yeah, that's it. An auto rematch. That was weird. Guys, I gotta go. It was nice knowing you. That was a fun political discussion we had there. I'm looking stupid and tired. And English is not my first language. I'll see you all later. And yeah, Tuesday tournament. Hey, Tuesday tournament. Bye-bye. Thanks for the gift sub. See you later. I'm Canadian, so don't judge me.